In today's video, I'm going to show you two ways to fix that door that sags or sticks. So let's get to it. As you can see, my door is sagging in the top left. Yours is probably sagging the same way. It's probably the most common way. I'm going to show you two different ways to fix that. So the first way is to bend the door side hinge. So right here I'm using the nail set to hammer out the hinge pin, and then I'm going to grab my screwdriver and knock it out the rest of the way. You may find that your door hinge has a cap on the bottom. It's a little bit harder to get off, but if you can grip it with some vice grips and then tap the vice grip with a hammer, usually it'll pop off. So now I'm going to take an adjustable wrench and I'm going to bend the hinges. An important note is that I'm only adjusting the hinges that are attached to the door frame, not the door. And I'm bending those hinges back towards the door casing, not into the door. So the idea is that I'm bending the door hinges back towards the door casing, and that will pull the door up and to the right. So you only want to make small adjustments at a time so that you don't overcorrect and cause another issue. So once you made your adjustments, just hammer the hinge pin all the way back in and see what kind of progress you made. So the second way to fix a sagging door is to use shims. And there's my cat. And there I am trying to put the shim in backwards. Derp. So I'm going to put the shim in the bottom hinge because I have a gap in the top of the door. So hopefully by putting this shim behind the bottom hinge, it's going to lift the door up and to the right. So I made these shims out of old cereal boxes. I think I used 2 of them. I cut it out just based on a template that I made. But you don't want to use corrugated cardboard because when you actually screw it in behind the hinge, it's going to crush it. So you want to make it out of the thin cardboard and just use multiple ones and stack them. Word to the wise is to go ahead and punch the holes for your screws into your shims. That way, when you're trying to hold them on there and put your hinge back on top, it'll make it a lot easier to screw it back in, just trust me. So I would start by using just one of these methods and see how far it gets you. I've had doors where I've had to use both of them. I've had doors where even though I've used both of them, it still didn't make a big enough adjustment. And, those doors were just hung by someone with a crooked head, apparently. Well, that does it. If you like my videos, please subscribe.